Hello. So this is just a quick flip through of the recent additions to my shop. I'm listing new products in my coffee shop. I'm unable to list anything new in Etsy currently. Long story. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen why. But currently, all new products are going to Ko-fi exclusively, which is fine by me. Etsy charge you a gajillion pounds every sale, so I'm quite happy to sell more through Ko-fi. So the links for my coffee shop will be down below. But I'm just going to whiz through very quickly and just show you what I have listed. If you are unfamiliar with Ko-fi, lots of creators use it. Everything's done, all the payments are done through PayPal, so it's all safe and secure. But if you want to have a look on there at my shop, I use it as a blog as well and post exclusive photos and things that don't appear on my other social medias, or they appear first on Ko-fi rather than my other social media outlets. You can follow me and support me on there. That would be fantastic, because I think I've got like one supporter at the minute, which is pretty sad. But I'm grateful for that supporter. I suspect it's my sister, but it's better than nobody, isn't it? So I've just got a little fluffy bit on this. This is the first thing. So this is basically just a notebook which I have embroidered a cottage and recovered and lined the inside. It's a plain notebook. I just wanted to be able to sort of practice getting to grips with my embroidery and hard book, backing on hard books. For somebody who's not interested in junk journaling particularly but wants a pretty cover, this is for you. So that's listed on there. It's lined throughout, done neatly, I like to think. I don't know what you can see on the camera, but there you are. Lovely little cottage and a little bit of a lacy trim as well. So that is on my coffee shop currently. Next one, this is a fabric journal, fabric covered journal. So basically I've got one of my vintage envelopes and I have printed it onto fabric. This is the loose closure with, I'll show you. I need to get a new cell for this, I keep saying it. So that's just a little embroidered keyring thingy that goes on the front. I've done this all blues and neutral colours. So if I just, I knew I'd do that the wrong way around because I'm on camera. I've got this just sort of hooked over. It's just a little thingy clasp that you can just undo. So yeah, so I printed onto fabric, and this is one of my journal, my envelopes, vintage envelopes, which is in my digital, one of my digital offerings on my shop. If you want to get your mitts on those. And I then adhered that to some lovely quilted fabric just to give it a nice squishy feel. I embroidered it first, and then I've done a blanket stitch to fasten it all the way around. So it's a nice, only a little dinky one, not huge. We are just over, just under 6.5 by about 4-ish. Single signature. Of a quick flip through. So I've left no blank pages, so sort of the inners of printed pages. Everything is completely done, but with lots of space for journaling. I was quite conscious of that. So I've got sort of spaces like this, lots of ledger paper. Yeah, spots for journaling. We've got a little vintage postcard there, some little tabs. Got a nice vellum page, which I thought was cool. A little tab on that, more ledger. Some book page, some of the bluey wallpaper. That's piano paper. And I sort of left it like that. I quite liked it. I fixed with cream masking tape the top of it, but I quite like that. One of the butterfly. We've all seen these, the little observers book pages. A little cluster that I made, and I've put a few bits of ephemera in there. Everything's colour coordinated. That is some cotton, do you call it cotton rag paper? That's just a little frame that I've just attached with a little split pin, so that can be removed. Some sheet music, some, I don't know where I got this from, but some lovely dyed blue paper. Some very old French book page in the centre with its spine reinforced again with the cream masking tape. A little tabby and a flip on that, so lots of space for journaling and to add bits and pieces. I've done a little flip here with a print of one of the digital envelopes. And then just I got loads of these off I can't remember where I got them from. Was it Etsy? Somebody on Etsy, but selling a whole bundle of these at somebody. They're not particularly, I'm saying they're not particularly old. 2000, so they're 25 years old. Jeez. They're 25 years old. But they'd been sort of drawn on and watercoloured, and they're just really pretty, and I thought they were really cute. And so I picked up one of the blue ones to add in here. That would make a lovely little pocket, or you could make a little journal out of it. You could create a flip, whatever you wanted to do with that, but I just thought that was really sweet. I liked it, so I added it in. That's the other side of that Observer's book page. I've left a few threads here and there. Some more of the sheet, the piano roll, a little mini envelope. I don't know if I've put something in that, I can't remember, but just like a little envelope. Again, one of my digitals. That's a vintage postcard and some wallpaper. Some French book page, some ledger, the other side of the vellum, some more ledger, another postcard. Some of the postcards I've picked for the tones that sort of match the journal, but nice blank backs on a couple of them for you to write on. Another ledger sheet, a little flip out. And then at the very back, I've attached this, which is a very, very, very old French letter. Again, the tones, the blues I liked, and the letter is actually still in there, so that's a really nice little bit of ephemera that I've just popped in the back. And I liked, I'm not gonna be able to get this back in now. I just liked how it just peeked out there. I thought that looked nice. So you can see all the little tabbies, and I've tried to get everything sort of the blues and I guess greeny colours as well, like sea green colours. But so that's that one. So that's on my coffee shop. And then the last of the journals is this big one. So I just have a sip of my brew. And so this one is, I did one of the Amity Bloom courses, which if you haven't done them, they're spectacular if you're a journal maker. They're really cool. I've been journal making for years now, but I really enjoyed them, and it sort of almost reminded you of techniques that you probably haven't used for years. And so it was really nice to do that and sort of think, oh yeah, well, I used to do them like that. I used to do that way. So yeah, so I'm struggling to get this off here. This is just a little clip to the front that I've just got, yet again, another loose closure that I can't quite get off. There we go. So that's, can you see that? Am I even in, can you even see me at all? God, I hate this setup. There, so that's just a little, I hope you could see all that other. Let me go check, wait a minute. It's fine, just checking I'm in view. It's nothing more annoying. So that's just a little dangle charm thing that I added to the front. I've gone with pinks and creams this time. And that's just, I'm sure there's a name for it. I have like a ball of this, like really pastely, delicate, sort of stringy, woolly stuff. And I've just sort of tied that as the closure. And then the front, I'm not going to go through exactly how I made this, because that is the essence of the Amity Bloom course, and that's unfair of me to disclose that. That's what the course is for. So, but basically the hardback portion here and the hardback portion here, that is the cover. If I stand that up, you might be able to see that a bit better. That is the cover, and the signature is in the centre. So it's really clever how it's made, actually. So the front portion of this is original French wallpaper. Really beautiful. I have next to none of this left, but I used that for the front. And then off a French book page, I saw that, which I thought was cute. Fleur, can you see that? Fleurs rouges. It's pink flowers, which I thought was cute and very fitting. Inside the first part, we've got a little collage page with a belly band, and again another one of these, but I got the pink one this time. This didn't come in it. This is just a little bit of ephemera that I've popped in there that's very oldie worldy. I won't spoil it for whoever gets it, but there's some very old ephemera in there. And then I put that in purposely that way. Get in around. So that little bit of pink was just sort of peeking out the top. It's all about the layering, you see. All about the layering. I stitched a mini journal in the centre here. I don't really know why. You couldn't stitch it if you want, but just I used a vintage envelope just to I think this is a French one, yeah, a little French one from 97, so that'll be 1897, not 1997. It's very, very old. So that's just like a little mini journal, and I put some little ephemera pieces in there as well, so that's quite cute. Another collage page. Obviously you can do with these what you like. You could add to them, you could put tip-ins, flip outs, you could maybe gesso and write on it, whatever you wanted to do. I created this side into a pocket with I've done a little bit of texture paste in there on the inside, and a little postcard. Can't see a date on that. I don't have my glasses on, so there may be one, but I can't see one. And just a little random safety pin on there. A little vellum flip, and then another collage piece here with some more of the texture paste, and a little charm at the top. Can you even see what I'm doing? Yeah, a little charm. Shall I zoom you in slightly? Is that better? That way. I might stand up and do this actually, then I know you can see me. So that is a fabric page. I wondered what that safety pin was for then, that was to hold that on. Yeah, just a nice bit of texture. The signature cover itself in the inside is wallpaper. So again, more textures. We've got lots of pink tones throughout. So that's sort of backed. That's one of my old digitals. Albert Hall Evening Concert 1884. So that's taken from, I've got the original to that. And then I've printed that and I've backed that on some sheet music with a little bit of pink toned wallpaper there. We've got some old French ledger paper. It's a really old greetings card, the pink colours, and it says "Dear Sister," and there's a little postcard in there. I used that as a little pocket. I've got some end papers from some very old books because I just liked the tones of them. I just thought they went really well, so they're in there too. Some sheet music. That's some, I think that's wrapping paper, but I liked the pinks and the rose mentioning on it. And then we've got some pink flowers. That's another Observer book, some French book page, some deep dyed coffee paper. This is part of an envelope of an Edith Holden envelope. So that's obviously that bit of it. And then the others at the other side. Some wallpaper with some little some digital of my wallpapers with some florals on. That's another end page, a book page, a botanical book page, a little frame where I've just shoved that in just to show you could use that as a little somewhere to put a photograph if you wanted. That's some vintage wallpaper. Again, another end page, just for the texture. So lots of space for you to create and to add to. That's one of my digitals, backed with wallpaper, and that's another postcard. That's from, I don't know, December at some point. Very old anyway. Some more wallpaper, all original stuff. 70 sausage rolls. That's a really old invoice. I was going for the tones, you see, the creams and some... Oh, there's like a recipe on the back of it. We supply, oh, that's what they sell. So that's the back of the invoice, that's cool. So the cream tones, that's a little piece of wallpaper. That's some more ledger paper. That's the centre of your signature. And then we go back. This little pocket, I've added just a little pad of, you'll recognise the Tim Holtz paper, but just as a little pad of papers that you could use, all vintagey. Some more sheet music. Let's see the side of that botanical page. Wallpaper. That's an original vintage envelope. I use as a pocket for another postcard. More end pages. That's the other parts of the Edith Holden envelope, and that is the Edith Holden writing paper in there. I don't have many of those left, so that's quite a nice little addition. Coffee paper, book page, wallpaper. Sorry, wrapping paper. Sheet music, that's more of the end pages. That's the other half of the what do you call it, birthday card. Now I was gonna cut the bottom and have that as 2 pages, but I've left it in case you want to use it as a pocket. So you've got the option to the right of writing pages, cover it, do whatever you want. But I stopped myself from cutting it. I thought I'll leave it up to you what you want to do with it. And I like the little seal on the bottom as well. Ledger paper, that's some vintage ephemera in there, very old stuff. That's something to do with Uganda. 7th of November. Not. Oh no. Yeah, not. So that'd be 1940 something. Not sure. But yeah, lots of old ephemera. That's, again, old invoices with the pink tones. I tried to get everything sort of to go. And that's the other half. And this is the back portion of the cover. So a little collage page there with some lacy trim. Some more on the back. That's some more little invoices and little bits and pieces and like a little cluster there. That one was super old, that one. 1919. It's over 100 years old. I'll try not to tear it, shall I? Stick that in. So that's a little pocket that I made on there, and obviously the back is, underneath that is all collaged. And then we've got another lacy pocket here. That's a really pretty, but I just really liked that, and I thought that went really, really well. So I've just, and that's a fabric page, so I've just popped that in the little lacy pocket there. A collage back page, and then a fabric printed. That's one of my digitals, just for the back. So that's a nice big chunky one, lots of space, and obviously you can see I've got some jacquard fabric and some a little old crocheted doily, mini doily for the spine. But that's that one. So those are the 3 journals. I'll sit back down now. Oh goodness. And then I added some of these little key rings. Now they're the Christmassy ones. They haven't gone in the shop because I was too late with those. But some of these little miniature key rings that I hand embroidered, I've put those in the shop. Not particularly expensive, but just nice little gifts. I can offer these custom as well, but I can't offer these to anybody in the EU. Sorry. Anyone else, if you wanted a custom letter or a flower or a certain colour, they very, very simply can be done for not very much money. And then the last of the pendants that I had embroidered, I gave a few away, and I used a few as closures on journals, and this is the last one I haven't got around to using. I was going to use it on one or the other, but it's got blue and pink, so I thought, you know, I'll just list it. It's, again, fairly inexpensive, hand embroidered and put together, and would make a lovely journal closure. So that's in the shop as well. I hope you can see that if I lift it up. I can't be bothered standing up again, so I hope you can see it. So that's in the shop as well. And I had somebody on TikTok asking me about the junk journal kits. Now, when I rebranded from Pink Zebra to the Thread Poet Society, I took down all of my kits because the amount of time it was taking me to put them together, I couldn't keep up with the demand, and it was just kind of not worth it. But I did always say that I could pre-make some rather than make them to order, and list them that way. So because I've had a couple of messages now, I am going to put some together. They're going to go on my Ko-fi shop. So they are similar to they were mystery boxes, and then I wasn't allowed to call them mystery boxes according to TikTok, so I just had to call them junk journal kits. So basically you'll get a journal, an ephemera pack of digitals, an ephemera pack of original vintage stuff, and pen, glue stick. If I've still got stamps and inks and stuff, I'll pop them in as well. So sort of a beginner's pack if you want to get into junk journaling, or you want to sort of expand your stash of stuff, with a fairly simple, straightforward junk journal set, a junk journal itself, unembellished, no fancy stuff, just ready to create in. So like a single signature sort of heart, you know, cardstock cover sort of thing. So nothing spectacular, no hardback books, but a nice way of sort of adding to your stash. Like I say, some vintage stuff, some digital stuff, lots of ephemera, lots of bits and pieces, and I can put a few of those together, so they will come as well. And what else? I've got some big fabric journals coming as well, and obviously custom commissions for the pet portraits are still open. I'm hoping to get some Easter stuff done too, but it depends if I've got the time. So that's it. That's my little update. I hope you can see everything, because I hate this setup. My stand is starting to now tip. If I straighten this, you should be like that. But no, it bends and wobbles, and it's ready to tip at any given point is this. So I need one of those Olivia ones, those expensive ones, but they're expensive. So yeah, we'll have to put up with this for now, with the wobbly one. That's life. Right, thanks for listening to me witter on. And yeah, if you could give me a like or a follow on Ko-fi, that would be absolutely spectacular. That's fab. Okay, cheers, bye bye.